beginning, if you don't mind. It's only 90 seconds.
I think I did. I think I did.
As I close, I felt my Olympic victory was a gift. And there's no finer way I can express that feeling of it being a gift than share this final story. 1 year before the Olympic Games, Mohamed Goumoudi from Tunisia beats me in Belgium. We bonded. We became like brothers. A few days of the meet. He said, he doesn't speak English, Arabic, and French. A French interpreter who spoke English simply said, Mohammed wants me to tell you, more speed, Billy, more speed. I practiced speed for a year. My final workout before the Olympic 10,000 meters was 200 meters out of the blocks. No 10K runner is going to do 200 meters out of the blocks. I had a German person time me. I ran 23.3. He said, if you could start, maybe 23 flat. I went, yeah. Not very fast. One event. The marathon and the 10,000 meter run. Oh, very, very fast. Goumoudi told me the next day, too much speed. We had lunch in Tokyo at the games last year. His daughter, who speaks English, said, my daddy wants me to tell you, Billy, he was so happy when you won the gold medal in 1964. And I said, but why? I beat him. No, my daddy said you didn't beat him. You won. He tells it this way, Billy. Clark pushes you. You stumble, my daddy sees the moment to strike. He accelerated. You closed, my daddy's cut off. He breaks between you and Clark. All three of you pushing one another. All three of us agreed nobody was at fault. My daddy thought you broke. 30 meters to go. My daddy's in lane 2. Clark's in lane 3. Lap runners in lane 1. We lapped that group of runners. 30 meters to go, my daddy looks. Lane 1, no Billy. He looks, lane 3, Clark is fading. The race is my daddy's. My daddy told me you were an American Indian and you were like an arrow being shot out of a bow. Boom! You go by my daddy and you win, and he's so happy for you. I said, but why? I beat him. She said, no, you didn't beat my daddy. The way you won, my daddy felt so powerfully inside that that moment was a gift to you. He could be nothing but happy for you. My daddy knew his gifts would come. He won the gold 4 years later, already had the silver. 4 years later after that, he won the bronze. Sport happened to be a passion for me. Teachers and coaches helped me find that passion. You honored people tonight who are helping multitudes of people through sport, through their own efforts in sport, inspire other people. And you're going to find as a young Olympian, a great athlete, you're going to find people throughout your journey that'll come up to you like this gentleman to me 3 days ago. In San Francisco, he said, Billy, I wanted to be an Olympian. You inspired me. I couldn't become an Olympian. Instead, I became a medical doctor. Billy, you inspired me to be a medical doctor. So as someone who uses sport as a catalyst, goes on and finds his or her passion in life, I'm closing by just saying I'm humbled. I'm happy to be here because the people you honored have produced multitudes of sacred achievements. Thank you.
Thank you, Billy. That was, I'm sure, an evening that we will never forget. And we're lucky that the gift you give, we were able to share. As we bring this evening to a close, we have one final person to bring up here from the Flying Pig Marathon. Iris Bush, the director, has something for us at the end.
Thank you. I promise to be brief. First of all, I'd like to add my congratulations to the inductees. It's a wonderful night, an evening for celebration for the running community. It's actually been a year unlike any other that the running community has faced. On April 15th with the bombings at Boston, that horrific event changed, I think, everything for a lot of people. The Flying Pig Marathon followed just less than 3 weeks later, and as you can imagine, that horrific event kind of added a surreal feeling to the last minute plannings and actually to the weekend of events itself. I wanted to use this opportunity to say a public thank you to our fire, police, and first responders, the FBI, Department of Homeland Security, Northern Kentucky Airport. It was amazing, the resources that were brought to bear to try to keep us safe and secure. But most importantly, I wanted to thank, again, the running community in Greater Cincinnati because you proved again that you weren't going to be easily deterred by a couple of wannabe terrorists who certainly did frighten, did astound us, but they didn't deter us from our goals and accomplishments. I think that now all of the events that I see taking place, it became quite apparent with all of the increased registrations, with the increased dollars that were raised for our charities, for so many of you, in fact, too many of you to acknowledge and thank individually, but collectively, you volunteered, you spectated, you participated, and I just wanted to again offer our congratulations and thank you. You made your hometown marathon a huge success, and you proved that what has been established here by the Running Hall of Fame, so many contributors, so many amazing people who've given so much to the sport. I think it's obvious that the running community at large is carrying on a tradition of determination and a tradition that serves us all very well. So I personally am proud to be a part of the Greater Cincinnati running community, and most importantly, I wanted to say congratulations to all of you for what you've done to keep us running and keeping us going. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Iris. And so as we come to a close of our third annual induction, something a teacher never says to the class: get your smartphones out in class here, go to your calendar and mark this weekend off for next year, for the fourth one. I think you would agree this has been a phenomenal year with the induction and with Mr. Mills's wonderful words. So mark it down for next year and bring somebody along who needs to be inspired. Steve, thanks for a great job of organizing, and we will see you all next year.